Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vanillaraccoon and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play. And in this episode, we are going to be starting things off down within the mines. And these are not the dank mines. No, these are the mines that are going to be right beneath our small medieval house that we built in the previous episode. However, I am on a mission, okay? And it's not a building mission. It's not an exploration mission. It's just one small little mission that I've made for myself. And that is I need to make it to the Nether so that way I can mine up some quartz. Now, it's not really for what you may think it to be. Now, as you can tell right here at least, we do have a small minecart elevator. And the design comes from Mumbo Jumbo. I think it's actually one of his earliest Minecraft redstone tutorial videos. And let's just go ahead and hop in the cart. So as you can tell, we're going to be riding this all the way up to where it's going to stop at, and that's going to be in just a moment. Here we go. And the reason why I need quartz is because apparently for this design it requires a comparator, and I need it to be facing away from the dropper. Other than that, I mean, I could use quartz to then create some nice building blocks, but also this is the custom cave that I said I was going to be making in the previous episode. And like I said, I wanted the entrance to be on a diagonal point, and for the most part this is fairly diagonal. I mean, this block wasn't here originally, but as I was beginning to apply some aesthetic detailing to the ceiling along with the upper portions of the walls, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and place a block right there. Mainly because I had this cobblestone stair that was sitting invertedly right here as well. So I kind of didn't want to have an open space. But what we're also going to be doing in this episode, after we make it to the Nether and acquire our quartz, is we are actually going to be heading south. Yes, slightly south, and well, we're going to be going mainly south, but also slightly to the west, because we're going to be revisiting that village only because I now have enough pumpkins to where I can begin to create an army of iron golems. And although I don't think I actually have a sufficient amount of iron blocks, let's just go ahead and take those iron ingots and craft some iron blocks out of them. Yeah, so we can only make at the moment one iron golem, but I do have some iron smelting in a furnace down within the mine that we were just in, so I'll be sure to bring that with me as well. But the reason why I want to begin to create an army of iron golems over there is so that I can get it safeguarded for when I make my way over there and begin to tackle our next building project for this vanilla powered, no plugins at all world. Now, I'm not going to dive into too much detail as to what our next building project is going to be, so you're going to have to wait and find out. And if you haven't already, then I guess you're going to have to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and make sure that you have notifications turned on so you won't miss future uploads. And also, if you're excited for our upcoming build project, be sure to give this video a like. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to begin to I'm going to resume mining out this area so that way we can at least begin to prep it for our stream only project, and also continue to gather up all of the appropriate materials and resources that we're going to need for our next build project. So let me go ahead and begin to do that, and I'll see you guys for the second act. It's time to go to the Nether, peeps. And then I decided I was going to go ahead and do this with you on camera. Now, first things first is we must take all of our personal belongings and deposit them in a nearby chest. So that's what I'm going to do right here with the... Oh, wait, why can't... Oh, it's already in my offhand. Alright, that's why. I'm going to go ahead and take my diamond tools and shield and place it in there. And so that way I can go ahead and retrieve from this chest everything that I'm going to need, such as the iron armor. We're also going to need some flint and steel, and just for good measure I'm also going to go ahead and bring a clock. That way then, even though we will be in the even though we will be in the Nether, I can at least keep track of what the date is. At least I hope I'll be able to. I'm not entirely sure if Winter Graves magic will be able to work there as well. Now, you guys may have noticed that I have a cauldron along with a bucket of water, and that is for a very, I guess you could call it Minecraft hack tricky reason, and I will explain that in just a moment. But it's time to go ahead and light this bad boy up. Now, I do have a shield with me, and it is going to be repping the Quack. It's not the same exact banner that Wintergrave made over on the Ripple Effect server, but at least it's fairly close to it. So let's go ahead and light this up in 3, 2, 1, boom. Now, let's go ahead and go through the wormhole. And here we go. Advancement made. We need to go deeper. Now, I have not been to the Nether at all, quite frankly. That should have been apparent, seeing as how I just got that advancement with you on camera. Oh, let's go ahead. Okay, we're getting a little bit of lag, and not entirely sure why, but oh god, what's going on here? What is going on? Oh... Please tell me this isn't because I'm just loading up this dimension for the first time. Let's also try and not get the pigman pissed off. There we go. Oh boy. Alright, so the reason why I decided to bring that cauldron along with the bucket of water with me is so that way, as some of you may know, you cannot place down a bucket of water in just thin air. But if you were to go ahead and actually... Let's go ahead and place the cauldron down in a safe place for starters. But if you were to place down a cauldron, and you know what, actually, we're going to dig a small hole in the wall right here, just like this. I do think I'm getting some lag only because this is freshly generated terrain in a new dimension that I have not been to before. But if we were to go ahead and just create a small cubby hole, such as the one right here, and then in the corner place down a cauldron, we can then take our bucket of water and fill it up with it. So that way, in the off chance that we do step in fire and are set ablaze, or maybe a gas catches us off guard and then sets us on fire with his fire charge or whatever it's properly called, then we can just quickly run and seek shelter within the small custom cave that we just made, and also then we can go ahead and put ourselves out. Now, seeing as how I only want... Oh boy. Oh, I was hoping to get another advancement. You know what? Let's go ahead and try and get this other advancement on camera. 2 for 1 in one video, maybe? 2 advancements, 1 video? Okay, one more. Okay, nope. Did he just despawn? Okay, so seeing as how I'm only here to get the quartz, let's go ahead and snap that real quick, and whilst I go ahead and gather a fair amount of it, I am going to go ahead and leave you guys, so that way then I can safely do this off camera, and then when I bring it back, we'll be ready to conclude this episode with the 3rd and final act. It's not the 3rd and final act quite yet. However, there is a gas just on the other side of this netherrack hill. So what I want to do real quick is I would really like to get 2 advancements in one episode. And it despawned. What? Wait, I know I just saw a gas. He literally just peeked his head up and over the hill real quick. Maybe he flew down there. Oh no, we actually have some blaze. And oh wow, this is actually the first time I am seeing the soul sand with the new textures on. So let's just go ahead and quickly run over here as well and see if maybe we can find that gas. The one thing I do want to just briefly mention is that if the commentary in the 2nd act was a little off, or maybe it was a little lackluster, I do apologize. When you are recording something and you're doing it for the first time on camera and you kind of want to capture live reactions at the same time, it can be, I wouldn't say tedious, but it can be a little nerve-wracking or edgy to maintain your coolness whilst being on camera. But I'm also going to go ahead and begin to resume mining up the nether quartz that we have right here, only because it is available right there. It's not like we have to go out of our way, but I really would like to get 2 advancements in one video. So let's just quickly run back over here towards the nether portal, and we're gonna quickly see if we can find another gas that we can get to shoot at us. Considering that there's actually a nether fortress fairly close to the nether portal, I think that's a first for me, and I'm actually hoping that it's a large enough nether fortress where we can go ahead and find a blaze spawner and then create a blaze farm. You know what, actually, I would like to get the return to sender advancement in this video, but you know what? There's another advancement that we can get that doesn't even require a gas. So let's just go ahead and quickly do this on camera, so that way I can be happy with achieving, or well, with making 2 advancements within one video. Also, the one reason why I do have a shovel on me is so that way then I can go ahead and begin to mine up some soul sand, and there we go, advancement made. So that is going to be the second one for this one video, and now that I've gone ahead and done that, I can at least say that I'm fairly happy with that. Real quick, I'm going to explore a little bit of this on camera, and it looks like, it doesn't look to be that large of a nether fortress. Maybe if we just quickly check downstairs, I do see lava up ahead, so let's just be mindful of that. And this doesn't seem to be a large, there we go. This doesn't seem to be a large nether fortress, but we do have a blaze spawner. Now, real quickly, I'm going to go ahead and try and take some of these guys out, so that way I can acquire a blaze rod. Ow. And then from there, we can begin to also brew some potions, such as a fire resistance potion. But let me go ahead and take care of that off camera, and I'll see you guys when we're ready for the third and final act this time. Well, it looks like we have a brewing stand, and it also is ready to brew potions. However, before I can go ahead and do so, I do need to begin to grow some nether wart, hence why we have some of that growing right down here. Real quick, I always thought it was funny how nether wart, when you look at it as an item within your inventory, or in this case down on the bar, it kind of looks like berries, but then when you actually plant it, it breaks down into only 4 individual pieces of nether wart, I guess is the proper terminology to use. But just a little observation that I thought I would share with you guys. So needless to say, though, our mission for this episode has been fully completed. Well, it's about to be fully completed. Let's go ahead and access our crafting chest table, and then let's open up our knowledge book, so that way we can see that the redstone comparator is now available to craft. And 3, 2, 1... boom, there we go. It is now made, and we can go ahead and finish off. Oops, there we go. We can finish off our minecart elevator that is designed by Mumbo Jumbo. Let's just go ahead and quickly toss this into the item hopper. And the reason why, as you just saw, as to why we needed that comparator, was so that way then it can, the dropper up there, or dispenser I should say, or I don't know what that is off the top of my head. We'll have to write it back up real quick. But needless to say, whatever it is, it can go ahead and shoot it out, and then let the item, in this case the minecart, fall down the chute and then land inside the hopper. And real quick, yeah, that's what I thought. This is a dropper. So let's go ahead, quickly take a step back, and there we go. So now that we have that fully completed, we can at least say that in this episode we accomplished our primary objective, or our mission, which is to be able to finish off the minecart elevator. But we also managed to go ahead into the nether. Now, one thing I want to just quickly show you guys is that if I go ahead and press the L as in love key, we can go ahead and see that we now have a new advancement tab, which is called Nether. And if we just take a quick little peek, in this episode at least, we not only made it into the nether, but we also stumbled across a fortress. I actually did manage to get my return to sender advancement, but I also managed to get the into the fire advancement as well. So needless to say, I can now, I guess you could say brag. Well, I wouldn't say brag, but I can now at least say that I accomplished 4 advancements within one video. And you know what, seeing as how it is now starting to rain, let's go ahead and quickly check the date, and it is day 3 of month 3. Boy, it just seems like last episode it was only the first day of summer, but needless to say, a lot can happen when you're busy having fun in Minecraft. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to drop a like, and if you are new to the channel, then consider subscribing to your new home for entertainment. Make sure you have notifications turned on, that way you won't miss a future upload. As always, my name is Vanillaraccoon. You guys have been awesome. I would like to wish you a happy day, and peace out.